for the right to be number one. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
26 Mike. Check.
Back to throw, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Great.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Strong right.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you usually get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
Now Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
Hey, 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. From the red zone now, Newton. This is the tight end Fant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
5 down, stand up in.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Second and goal from the 1.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And last year's rushing and total touchdown leader Todd Gurley caps it with his first of the game here. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Double time. We got 4. We got 4.
From the 39, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Newton on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hey, we got four down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down, and the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tryin Matthew. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Crunch time, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready? 88. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready? Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Broncos, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.